I wanted to get your thoughts on this. So, Snoop Dogg releases the Doggfather in 1996. You start running the label the next year around May or June, I believe, from what you said. But so Snoop has the main single and video for the Gridlock soundtrack. Um, but then when gang related and stuff comes out, he's not really very present. I just wanted to get your thoughts, and I wanted to ask you, when did Death Row as a label essentially lose hope or give up on Snoop Dogg?
Well, during that time, we had lost. What Snoop didn't know, and I wish we would have been a little bit more transparent with him to let him know that Suge was doing some revamping, and we went from $1.5 million a month to a deal for $350,000 a month. And so a lot of things were getting done. That's where y'all hear the stories about Snoop turning in some of the cars. He tried to make it seem like because he found out they wasn't in his name. He finally looked in the glove department and saw the registration, and it didn't say Snoop Dogg, right? Is what he wants y'all to believe. But what happened was, to be honest, we had elected to stop making payments on a lot of stuff. A lot of people cars, a lot of you have to cut back. That's what 75% of a drop, 1.5 to 350. I don't know the math, but that's a big drop of percentages that was getting cut. And so Snoop at that point was asked to be turned cars in and stuff like that. He was feeling a little frustrated. He had started hanging out with people like Mac 10 and all of them, and doing stuff, and everybody had to pull in their buckles. And so once Snoop started bringing and dropping his cars off and stuff, he felt like he was feeling some type of way, and he was feeling like it was time to run. It was time to go. Now there was money still being generated that came in, but at that point, Suge was trying to negotiate a deal to get rid of Snoop because he knew he was unhappy. And so that's when Suge was trying to get him over to Interscope and Priority to do a 50-50 joint deal on him. And they were trying to buy him for, I think it was like $7.5 million or $8 million. And then Jimmy pulled out at the last minute. Where even Def Jam, Leor Corin came up there, and Suge had even told them he wanted $13 million. But y'all got to understand, Suge had a great relationship with Jimmy and them. And for some reason, he had always hated Leor Corin and what's that boy name? And Russell Simmons. And so, but they came back and told him that they couldn't come up with, I think it was 7 million or 8 million. And Suge took offense to that. I never understood why he took offense to that. And he thought he had that deal, I think, with Brian and Snoop. I'm sorry, and Jimmy. And so he thought he was going with that deal until Jimmy at the last minute, and I believe it was because of Dre, decided to back out the deal right quick. And then that's when Suge came up with the idea of, as far as getting Master P involved and coming up with the money, because Brian was only able to come up with 3 million or something, and so that's when he told him to build the rest of that country motherfucker, meaning Master P, and I think that's how they ended up coming up to 4.5 or 5 million. I forget the exact number, but I really believe it was like $4.5 million and a override, where Suge was going to get a 5% or 7% override off of Snoop's album. So during that time, and so that's why the relationship, and if y'all see the back of Gang Related, y'all will see that it was distributed by Priority, and that a lot of Priority artists was on there. I.e., I think Mac 10 was on there, and Ice Cube was on that particular soundtrack, as I remember. And so that's when the relationship with Priority and Brian started, and got even bigger or better, because Suge and Brian had always had a decent relationship, to my knowledge. I think they distribute either the Dog Pound album or one of those albums prior to that. They had distributed a few albums, and they always was like, I try to teach y'all, it's gonna be a part of anything that Dre was on because of the deal of the breakaway from NWA. So that's what happened. 98, 97 was 90. The end of 97 and all of 98 was a bad time between Death Row and Snoop, because he was out there running around as a free agent in his mind, dissing, and Suge was, every time he went and did something, he was stopping it, having me send paperwork and stop it. To even one time he did a song for Master P, where we made Master P, which was a lot of money then, it's not shit now, give us $100,000 or we was gonna have it removed from the shelves. So, he was doing little mixtape songs and all of that, calling them big old sales, setting them well, sales, telling tales and all of that. And but as y'all see, Suge was still able to make deals because during that time period as well, and if y'all believe what everything the dad say, I think he had a recording budget, and he was given like $2 million for an album that he did, that Retaliation Get Back particular album that we still put out during that time period. And so, if Snoop would have just hanged in there and not been so disrespectful, I think he would have eventually been the key to Death Row. But I think also, as you stated at the beginning, the album Doggfather came out. For some reason, we thought Snoop was dead. His career was done. And we didn't think that he, didn't have Corrupt over there helping him write. And Suge just, I don't think, believed in the Snoop anymore. Will be my take, because he did just start distance from Snoop. Snoop did some things, and Suge took it one way. And so that would be my take.